do you mind? Yes. Go talk to Dr. Simmons down at the zoo. Yes, he'll give you a little something to eat. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Welcome. I'm Bonnie Gill,
Mark Manhart.
and we are with the Grand Ole Players Company, and we're here today to talk to you about Pickwick's Holiday. This was a show that we did at Christmas time that Mark actually wrote.
Yeah, it happened. It's like when things happen, you just have to go ahead. So I went ahead and I thought, I think we should write a play. Takes 3 weeks because that's when we have to open. Write a play with the Grinch in it. Okay, so I thought, yeah, let's do it. But then I thought, well, we better call New York and just see if Dr. Zeus would allow us, the company would allow us to do that. Well, I called and they said, no way are you going to write a play about the Grinch. We got that all planned for 10 years. So I went to the library. You go to the library to find all you want to know. And yes, oh, you have one of Dickens' Pickwick papers.
Charles Dickens.
Yeah, and I met this little short librarian, and just very nice lady. I said, "Do you have anything we could write a play on about Christmas?" And she said, "Well, yes, a Christmas Carol." Well, everybody has a show of the Christmas Carol for Christmas. And so I thought, oh, well, that's it. As I was about to leave, she said, Doctor, you ever try to read the Pickwick papers that Dickens did? I said, no. Well, you ought to look into that. So I looked into it. And this was something that a friend of Bonnie's gave us. 15 volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Much later, but
yeah. Well, I got into it, and it was like, this was the first thing that Dickens ever really wrote publicly, and he did it not our thing, but his first were report. He was a reporter for the London Times back in what 1890, 53 or something. And so he would write these little vignettes for the New York Times, and their circulation at the time was about 1,000 papers. Well, he would write the little vignettes, and what he wrote about was the people of London, and he would write like a character. Widow Warder was a character.
Samuel Weller.
Samuel Weller, yeah, the coachman in this show we wrote. Finch. Well, Dickens would write with the name change to protect the guilty, you know. But everybody knew who Widow Wardle was in real life. It was probably Lady Genquist or something, you know.
Mrs. Nupkins.
Mrs. Nupkins.
Great name.
Cook in the name.
Great name.
Yes. And so it got so popular, he would take it to pubs and read these vignettes. You know, most people in those days, they couldn't read or write, you know, they just lived. It's enough to live. And the magic of Dickens was this dialogue. He could make dialogue just sing. In fact, we've tried to do one of these, what do we call it? I will scene. There's a scene. And it goes like this. There's Dickens and Widow Wardle. And he goes, he's going to do this to you. I will. You'll be very careful. I will. And you'll not get excited. I will. He'll attack you. Oh, he will. And it got to be such a, his writing is so, what do you call it? Banter. You know, it's back and forth. It's like his writing with these especially was like a tennis match. You know, we play tennis. Boom, 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 boom. Well, his writings, increased the Times circulation to 4,000 people.
And today it's like a whole cult.
It is.
We had the opportunity to see Charles Dickens' grandson, I think it is, and he came to Omaha. And I mean, there's a whole club, and people went to hear him read from Dickens. And Mark met a gentleman through the Great Plains Theater Conference, James Marlowe, and he was a Dickens fan too.
Well, he's an expert.
And they exchanged writings. And anyway, we did the play a couple of times at Christmas because it's very difficult to find a Christmas show, especially for adults. And this one was nice because it included all ages, older adults, middle-aged adults, and then children even. And it was a great thing for us with the grand old players to bring in that multi-generation.
And in those days, there wasn't this big thing about Christmas. Nobody,
You mean back in Dickens' time?
Yeah, in Dickens' time.
Yeah.
Nobody really made a big deal out of Christmas. It was Saint Christopher, and what do you do? Well, maybe you get the day off or something, or you have a little dinner. And back in those days, there was nothing like you see today. Of course, you would know that. Dickens put in, at the time he was writing the Pickwick Papers, he started writing, what's the name of Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist.
And he just kept writing and writing. But the Pickwick Papers have not been utilized.
And the Bleak House was from Dickens as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So many great.
And you may have seen on PBS, they showed that Nicholas Nickleby.
Yeah.
That was another.
And in those kind of shows or those kind of writings, he brought out really deep social conditions and really current events that were going on.
But he did it very serious subjects and always had some humor involved in it. I remember the Frenchman. I can't think. Jingle. That's right, Jingle. And he was kind of a comic relief in the Pickwick. In Pickwick's Holidays and in the Pickwick Papers.
Yeah. And in writing his dialogue, I tried to use American terms that are really French terms. And so he would
You mean
say,
they're French words that we've adapted.
Like ensemble
right.
is a French word.
Yeah, they're French words, but we've adopted them in
the play,
English language.
so that the audience could understand. Like, instead of saying, what direction is it? What direction should I go? He would say, "Assez direction." You know, you could understand the French accent meaning
for the
English word is where the word came from.
And we were lucky because in the second time we did it, we had a Russian guy, Mick,
young fella,
that we had found in the restaurant down in the old market, and he played Jingle, and that was nice because he had a good
he knew
European
French
accent.
Yeah,
and so
that helped a great deal.
He later went on to LA, and then he went on to Russia.
Yeah,
He's in Russian theater now.
Yeah, we got a letter from him and explained what he's doing now and what he's been in. Shakespeare is his favorite person in terms of playing a Shakespeare character.
And the second time we played the show, you even got to play.
Oh, yeah.
Did you play Finch?
Yeah, I think I did.
You did?
Yeah. I played that, but the character I want to play is Pickwick. Because he's a character, he is the embodiment of Charles Dickens. Dickens collected notes and everything like that to make a column for the Times, and then to write the stories. And so he was really Pickwick. In other words, he made Pickwick do things that he was doing and be the kind of character that he was, which is a real smart thing to do if you're writing. We've done other plays at the company here, and some of them we've written a play that is a tribute to the United States Navy. we think it's really quite a very good play, and it's set in 1941 when the attack on Pearl Harbor occurred. Well, how do you make a play out of that and make it so that it's real? Well, we really enjoyed doing it, writing it, and playing.
And we also did a play that Donald Bryan Johnson, a local TV anchor, actually, he was TV entertainment critic at the
Yeah.
time, and he wrote a show called On the Air, which we played a couple times at Christmas.
And
But we'll have to talk about those next time.
oh yeah,
For now, we need to say, don't forget to support live theater,
make live theater live.
and hopefully we'll join you again.
This has been Mark Manhart,
And Bonnie Gill.
thanks for coming.
Bye bye.